One angel in the outfield lies again against the truth. Please pause and read, and then restart. He claims that Greg Probenza, aka I Make War with the Beast, was convicted of criminal mischief. And anyone who wants to check the records on that, you're welcome to. Please do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to block all comments on this one, but I'm not going to shut people out completely from this, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a link for another video called Homeless Man Slandered with Lies, which has everything to do with this and how Joseph Mariani, one angel in the outfield, also picked up on this and repeated these slanders, and also Stoney, his good friend, who is having spiritual problems these days along with Joseph. So those comments under that video are open. So please go to that video when you're done watching this one. Also, I care to add that Stirring the Deep blocked me from her channel after writing a comment to Joseph. And I'm going to show you what she wrote to me. Please pause and read, and then restart. This woman is making a shelter for people who lie against others, and I'm thinking that the word or the thing that may have caused her to want to block me for her reasons is probably the word bastard I used, and that word is found in the New Testament. Talks about those who do not receive chastisement from God are bastards. So if she disagrees with that, I'm not sure. You can always comment here if you want to, Rachel, and give the reason. But of course, I don't have a whole lot of people that will do that will come back and say anything. So I would like for you to, or give an explanation. What you can do is comment under the video that I'm going to link, that I talked about linking to this, because you won't be able to comment under this one. And let me know if that's the word that offended you, because that was used in the New Testament also, by the way. And I don't agree with a lot of the things that you say either, and a lot of these things are going to be brought forward. Here we have a lot of people going around lying about others and stabbing them in the back, so to speak. And then, they're going around preaching love and peace while they're, abusing others. Keep in mind that, some of the most wicked people lure others in through love and things like this, and like child molesters will lure children in with candy and sweet things and love. They don't come off with wrath the way I do. That's what a true minister of God does, is execute wrath upon those that do evil, unless you're going to call Paul a liar who wrote Romans 13. And again, I'll talk about these powers that be being ministers of God, because Paul never sold a separation of church and state to anyone. As I keep saying, the powers that be are ministers of God. He was referring to the saints, which you don't agree with, lady. So all these things are going to be known. You can preach your peace, love, and all this stuff. And listen, I have love, and you'll see that how hurt I was by this this homeless man slandered with lies video, and where I'm talking about how my child was stolen from me through these lies that keep being repeated by biblical bastards. So again, please, everyone that watches this, look at the comments under the video that I'm going to leave a link for. I think there's like 340 or 50 views on it. I'm not sure. I think it's something like that. And look at the video, or look at the comments under the video, please. And please get a good listen to the video very well. Okay. Also, I care to say that in the book of Daniel, it talks about a vile person coming in peaceably to obtain the kingdom with flatteries. And this is what these people are doing. And I've mentioned on a video that I did where I was talking about Anna, where she was saying that Solomon was the man-child, which is just a total crock. He initiated the abomination of desolation when he set up a high place for Molech for child sacrifice. And his name means peace. So these are people, I'm talking about people who are going around preaching love and lying about others, lying about what was written, and we're not put in a position of authority from God like I was. I'm a saint, and I know that through the brainwash that's gone on for all these years through these established state church, double-minded people, they don't see ministers like me. They don't accept ministers like me because they're liars and thieves. Okay, I laid down my life unto the death to free God's children from their oppressors, and they don't do that. That's a big difference. Those are ministers of Satan. All right? So, please go to the link, watch the video very well, and let's understand what's happening here. And Joseph is a proven liar. Also, all you got to do is go check the records. I was never convicted, or Greg Probenza, like he wrote. My new name is Michael, and that's the name that God gave me in a white stone. I've talked about this in another video, that white stone is Catherine. She is a lively stone, just like it talks about in the New Testament. She wrote that to me, and I knew that was my name. She that was something that that's what that's talking about in Revelation 2:17. You know, it talks about in the book of Daniel being made spiritually white. That's Catherine. She is without fault before the throne of God. And that's where I got my new name, that the Gentiles who were not circumcised in their heart and in spirit are having a real problem with. And also, I do want to mention that when I was out and visited Joseph out there in his place that he calls Zion, he referred to himself as Gabriel. And he told Catherine that and myself, and that's why he goes around blowing that horn that he has. Is delusional. But he's not going to tell you that, or he hasn't been telling people that anyways, because when it's been brought up later, he says he never said that. Well, he's a wicked liar. Thank you.